Welcome. I am Carolyn. Here I am in beautiful Mexico, and I'm glad you can join me for this spa yoga practice. Please have 2 blocks near the front of your mat and a bolster or a cushion near the back of your mat for later. Let's begin standing, so come right up onto your feet. Place your feet underneath you. Stand nice and tall and release your arms. Take a deep breath. Feel yourself standing here in this space, in the room that you're in. Option to place one palm on your upper chest and your other palm on your low abdomen. And connect to these areas with your hands or by simply imagining the light in your heart and the light in your low belly. Breathe softly into these areas, belly and heart. Breathe softly into your hands. We're going to do a lot to reconnect to the light and the expansive qualities in each area today. Gently sweep both arms all the way up overhead and keep them up. Inhale and exhale fully while rooting down through your feet and lifting up with the sides of your waist. Reach your arms even higher. Stretch your arms wide out to your sides. Lift up your chest and send big inhales into your chest. Once more, sweep both arms back up overhead. Enjoy the lift and the space here. Send both arms down at your sides, tuck your chin down to your chest, bend your knees, hunch your shoulders forward, and slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping knees bent, rounding all the way down into a fold. Once you're down, hang the weight of your head, release your neck muscles. Notice breath traveling into your hamstrings and your low back. What wants to let go in your jaw? And keeping bent knees, let's reverse that and roll slowly all the way back up to standing, bone by bone. Your head will be the last thing to stack on top of your shoulders. And once you're standing tall, take a deep breath and sweep both arms way up in the sky. Little hug in of the front ribs, reaching up, and then sweep both arms wide at your sides. Hands are kind of up at shoulder height as arm bones pull back. Lift your heart. Stretch your arms back up again for another full inhale and exhale. Gently lowering your arms, tuck your chin, look down the front of your body, bend both your knees, and roll down with an angry cat spine, rounding purposefully all the way down until your fingertips touch the floor, or perhaps put blocks under your hands. Might feel nice to sway a little side to side. Keep that breath flowing fully in and out. Now grab your blocks, one under each hand. You can always use books or something instead, or maybe no blocks, up to you. And take your blocks over to the right so that you're folding over to the right side with your right knee quite bent and your left leg charging straighter. You might find that your neck muscles try to overcompensate here, releasing the jaw, the neck, big breath. Bend both knees as you walk your hands or your blocks over to the left now. Folding in towards your left knee, which is quite bent. Working your right leg a little bit straighter and really ground down with the 4 corners of each foot. With both knees bent, walk your hands to center. And step your right foot all the way back. And your left foot all the way back into a downward facing dog. Fingers spread apart. Lowering your knees, slide your hands towards your knees and rise all the way up onto high knees with your hips off your heels. Arms go way up, just as we did standing. Arms out to the sides, stretch open your chest. Arms go back up again. Lift up away from your knees. And Lower your palms and slide them out in front of you for puppy dog. So this is a variation kind of between down dog and child's pose, where your elbows are lifted, forearms lifted, flat hands, and your hips are over top of your knees. Feel pressing down with the hands, down and away, inner thighs pull back and away. Slide your hands towards you on the floor so you're up in a tabletop, and round your back on hands and knees. Tuck your chin in, stay rounded as you breathe. Walk your hands forward a couple inches for downward dog, lifting your knees. Pedal your heels side to side. Go slow with this pedaling. Notice your inhale and your exhale as you pedal the heels. Notice your whole body and how it's doing. Notice your heart and your low abdomen. Feeling the light within these places. Gently sweep your right leg back and up. And step your right foot between your hands. Back knee lowers down. And grab your blocks, one under each hand. And start walking your front foot over to the left a little and lift up your toes for an active pigeon pose. Come onto the outer edge of your right foot. Sway your hips side to side as your front knee falls out to the right gently, really flexing your toes up to your shin. Hips go left and right. Deep breathing. If there's any low back pain, just hold your hips more in the center. And you can stay up on your hands with hips more in the center now, or lower your elbows down onto blocks. You have the sensation of trying to scrub your outer right foot towards the right, but it doesn't move. Letting go in the neck, the jaw. Imagine your breath swirling all around your right hip. And take care to come back up. And as you lift your back knee off the floor, straighten both your legs and walk your blocks over to the right, outside your right foot, or just your hands go over to the right. Back foot can walk forward an inch, but be up on the ball of your back foot. Bow your upper body over towards the right, as though left abdomen could fold over right thigh. See if you can straighten your front leg just a little bit more and imagine your breath soaking down your whole outer right thigh. Mindful breathing in and out. Mindfully, maybe straightening front leg even more. Now walk your blocks forward a few inches and lift up your back leg and slide your back foot behind your front foot so that you slide your left foot behind your right foot, pinky toes touching. Blocks can stay over to the right, hang your head down. I recommend being up on the ball of your front foot now. Your front right heel is lifted, but your whole back foot down, your whole back left heel rooted. Deep breaths. Breathing now for your outer left thigh, your outer left hip. You can leave the blocks, walk your hands to center, uncross your feet so they're hip width apart at the front of the mat. Just a little halfway lift as you inhale. And bow down your legs as you exhale. Again, breathe in, wave your spine forward. Breathe out, bowing lower down. And again, inhale, lengthen, chest forward. Fold. With bent knees, round up, bone by bone. Chin is tucked in, dangling arms come all the way up to standing. When you reach the top, stretch both arms way up. And then arms out. Feel the shoulder blades pull back, chest wide. Inhale up again. Exhale right here as well. Lift. Arms down, tuck your chin. So we're repeating, bent knees, hunching the chest, roll down bone by bone. No hurry. Tuck your tailbone as well as you round down. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of the areas in your torso, the belly, the heart, waking up, and even the back of the heart and belly. We're going to roll up again, slowly opening the back of the heart. When you come to the top with steady, strong legs, sweep both arms forward and up. Big lift up, away from your hips. Stretch your arms out. One more time, arms forward and up, lift. Gently exhale, arms down, tuck your chin, bent knees, hug your abdomen in as you roll, like your fingers are reaching to the toes, round, down, no hurry at all. Good. And have your feet just a touch wider apart, just a little, folding. Grab your blocks and walk your hands over to the left, perhaps hands on blocks or on fingertips. Your left knee is bent, right leg a little straighter. Can you draw your right hip back as well? Give yourself so much breath. And then with bent knees, we'll go to the other side. And once you've folded your torso to the right slightly, try extending left leg even straighter and nudge your outer left hip back towards the back left corner of your mat. Heavy in both heels, anchored in both feet. Bend both knees as your hands come to center. Step your left foot all the way back. Right foot back, downward facing dog. Softly shake your head no. Tap both your knees down and slide your hands back to your knees. Come all the way up with your arms way up in the sky. And then arms go out, pulling back to open the chest. Arms up again, big breath. Puppy dog pose, lower your hands, slide them forward. Fingertips might be even off the front of the mat. Forehead may or may not touch, but do have your arms straight and your elbows off the mat. Push down and forward with your hands. Big breaths up into your mid-back. And come onto hands and knees, all fours, as you round your back. Gaze near your knees if possible. Chin tucked, puff your mid-back higher up towards that beautiful blue sky that I'm in. I'm experiencing, rounding. Downward facing dog. You could pedal your heels nice and slow. Notice if the ribs are thrusting open, just keep them pulling in and up, pedaling the heels, gripping with your fingers and fingertips. Float your left leg up and back behind you. And lightly step your left foot forward. Take your back kneecap down on the mat. Grab your blocks. Just for more ease, I am all about ease, as you know. And walk your front foot over to the right several inches so your foot is more in the center of your hands or your blocks. And active pigeon. Come onto the outer edge of your left foot, flex your toes up. Nice, mindful, luxurious sway side to side with your hips. It's okay to go off center. Pull your hips up and back, side to side, a few times. Deep breathing as you do this. And then at some point you can hold either up on hands or rest your elbows down on your blocks. Still quite active in your front foot, active with your breath, but softening all around your face. Soften the neck. Just remember to fill the belly and heart with breath. Remember to light up these areas with breath. And climb gently back up, flatten your front foot, and step your back foot forward just an inch or so as both legs get straighter. So you've got about 2.5 to 3 feet between your feet. Walk your hands over to the left outside your foot and work your front leg as straight as you can get it. I know this one's a lot. This is a great practice for your outer hips and for your upper body, everything. Deep breathing. Encourage your right hip more forward, left hip back. Remember the practice right now, right? Simple breaths. Spacious breaths. Now, scoot your blocks forward a few inches so that you can slide your back leg right behind your front leg at the front of the mat, pinky toes touching. Still folding your upper body to the left, but now we're breathing for the outer right hip, the outer right thigh. Nice to have both knees bent a little bit. Might mean that you lift on your front ball of your front foot, lift your front heel, back heel really rooted. Neck muscles completely soft at ease. And your hands can walk back to center, leave your blocks. Fold at the front of your mat with feet hip width apart. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale out your mouth as you bow. Again, inhale, lengthen. Let it out. Fold down. One more. Bow tighter into the legs. And again. Good. Bent knees will roll up one more time. Go slow, round up vertebrae on top of vertebrae on top of vertebrae. And from here, standing nice and tall, we're going to enjoy breath of joy together, which is what the arm movements, the repetitive arm movements have been all about. It's 3 inhales through the nose and a big ha out your mouth. So just follow along. You could always go slower if you like. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. Inhale more, arms out. Inhale up and say ha, bend your knees a lot. Inhale up, inhale arms out. Inhale up and say ha, little fold. Again, inhale, 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 ha, bend your knees. Now come up, in, ha. So 3 inhales, in, ha. Think about what you're releasing. Inhale, more, ha. Let it go. Inhale, ha. Arms up, arms out. Arms up, let it out. Ha, good. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Ha, again. Last one. Ha. Coming up to standing. Might serve you to keep your eyes open if there's any dizziness. That's okay. We've just moved a lot. We've released a lot of stagnant energy. Hands on heart might feel grounding. Slower breath. Maybe nasal breathing in the nose, out the nose. You could have one hand on belly. Feel the light, the space within your own body, in your own belly, in your heart. The light in these wise, intuitive places. Softly interlace your hands behind your lower back. Keep your elbows bent and shrug both shoulders back. Lift up your chest. Less chin lift, more chest up. Next exhale, fold all the way down. Keeping the arm variation if possible. If there's shoulder pain, just choose a different arm variation. Allow the weight of your head to hang. Allow breath to widen open your collarbones. Feel the tightness of your back muscles as you squeeze, chest open here. Slowly lower your hands. Simply sit all the way down on your bum. And once you're seated on your bum, double pigeon, right ankle on top of left knee. Option to put a block underneath your top knee. Another thing that's really nice is to sit your bum on top of the block. If this is too much, just lie down and take thread the needle instead. Sitting nice and tall, feel your hip here. Option to fold a little deeper, feel your hip, feel your breath, primarily, lots of breath. I always like resting my forearms onto a props in front of me. Keeping feet active, toes spread apart. Feel everything slow down. You've given yourself a sweet release. You've helped rekindle some of the light within the belly, the hips, and the heart. Now let it all slow down. And extend your legs out after you've risen up. Come to the other side. Whatever you just did, if you're on your back for thread the needle, come on your back. Or double pigeon, maybe a block under your bum for a little more space around your hips. Sitting tall could be enough. Feel that. Ease into the fold. We've got lots of time. Give your hip lots of breath. You might even close your eyes and just notice these areas within the heart and the belly and feel the breath fill both areas evenly. Feel yourself receiving more space and more ease as you breathe. Gently ascend from the fold if you're in one. And take time to come up. Good. And have your blocks on either side of your hips. And grab your bolster, whatever cushion you have with you, put it behind you so that you can have your bum on the ground and recline back with the length of your spine over top of the bolster or the cushion. So sitting bones down on the mat. I'm taking supported bridge or supported butterfly with my feet together, knees wide open. I love the support of the blocks under my outer thighs in supported butterfly. You could try that. Or feel free to have your legs straight on the floor. As you lay back over the bolster, be sure the back of your head is supported and try stretching your arms out wide with palms facing up. Make yourself an open vessel. Open belly, open and relaxed chest. You're open to receive. It might be interesting to take the breath even deeper. Fill yourself up and allow yourself to stay open to receiving and being filled with anything that's here for you, any messages that are here. The relaxation that is here, receive it. And the breath. You are receiving all of it. You might like to end the practice today just as you are, or you can stay on your back and perhaps put a hand on belly and a hand on chest again, just how we began. Feel into these areas and silently offer gratitude to your body for its wisdom. Offer gratitude to your belly and your heart for their wisdom and the light within. Hands in prayer, thumbs touch third eye between your eyebrows. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you can move as slowly as possible into the rest of your day. I hope to see you soon.